it really is truly one of the highlights of our collaborations.
Your creativity and openness made it, just a pleasure to just play. Play is the most creative zone to be in.
Yeah.
And it's just like this raw creative state that I felt we were able to inhabit, and good things come out of that. So it was fun. Big Sky is about play outdoors and about physical engagement and how we can push that. And again, the fact that we met as skiers doing that, pushing physical and playing, with physical boundaries there, that translation of spirit, I think, just stayed infused, within the project.
Every time we feel the energy, we grow a little bit more, and sort of as musicians, you just kind of find different angles to look at and different ways to express, because the music's there, but there's this different layer that kind of seeps into you.
That process of selection became much richer with you guys being involved with that, because you understood things about the music that I didn't yet. You're emotional musical players. You know what I mean? I mean that in the best sense of the word, that there's feeling, there's emotion in how you play it, in how you move when you're playing. You are dancing as you do it. And I think maybe part of the connection too is I like to approach, even though sometimes what I do might be intellectualized on some level with structures of patterns or with polyrhythmic movements, but in the end, if it doesn't feel right with the feeling of the music, it's not right, and it has to have that connection. And that's where I felt like having that live with you guys, really just putting your hearts into all of it, then the dancers, again, just more naturally do that. You can't help but.
We tried some things in the summer, and then we grew on it, and it grew and grew, and by the time we had the final concert, it was just one of the most powerful experiences of my life, and I think from all the feedback that I've gotten for the audience as well. That moment when I'm in the circle of all the dancers and Pat Metheny's piece, and I mean, I still, that still gives me the chills.
If I go to a show and I am drawn in empathetically and I'm feeling things emotionally, I don't even need to know why.
Maybe that's what makes a program really successful. When you have, you take people, including ourselves, us and the dancers, but also the audience, it's just, you go everywhere. It's not just you stay in one place. You go to the incredibly passionate or heavy at times place. You go to the silly and light. You go to the pure joy.
I love what I do, and I love my work. When I'm done with a piece, there's a sense of being spent a little bit psychically, emotionally. You put a lot into that, and there is kind of sometimes a bit of it's not a drain, but it's a catharsis. But somehow when I work in Montana, I've always gone to nature to recharge.
Yes.
And so being there, it was almost like I would stay even. I would be as fast as I would kind of put it out there, it was flowing back in. So it was like being buoyed up by that beautiful energy of nature, just the richness that's always been my greatest inspiration, and how, it's just, as you say, in such abundance there. It's sustaining.
Montana made.
As artists, this is a challenging time because we can't be together collaborating the way we want to, and yet there's still things we can do. We can collaborate in different ways. It's kind of bringing me a little bit, cycling back into some of the roots and reinvestigating things and re-examining things. And
I have never had time to sit back for a moment. It's always been, ever since graduating, running from one concert to the next, getting on the next airplane, learning the new piece, doing the next project. this is a break that I didn't choose. It was kind of forced on me, but it everyone kind of needs this break. It's a really incredible opportunity to
Yeah.
reset. And I understand that there are many difficult things. I feel so much empathy for people that are struggling, that are, that have lost jobs, that are ill. And so it's almost difficult to say how much of a gift this has been for me. My therapist always says that instead of feeling almost guilty because you have such a gift and you feel such joy in the midst of such difficulty, that instead of feeling bad, you should feel like you have more love and light to share, which I think is a really amazing way to look at it. So that's what I'm trying to do. It was so fun. So that's why we have to do part two. We have to do it again.
Smart.